What up? What up? This is the Raw Way Show podcast. And there were two. Today, with me is my co-host, man at arms, the liner-upper, smokeologist, original Lincoln Parker.
Paul Clark.
Salute.
There he is. That's his name right there. There you go right there. That's Paul right there.
Salute.
Right there. That's him. I've been trying to promote our rappers. Man, y'all got shit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I heard the motherfucker. This is why I was doing it. I heard the motherfucker. I was putting some shit in the Bluetooth at the spot, at the shop. It's loud, it's banging. You know what I'm saying? And somebody's song was on and they was liking it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then, who is this? And then I told them, you know, they didn't know who it was. I said, oh, no, he from Columbus. Oh, no, never mind. He from Columbus. Never mind. Like, for real? Like, that's what took you down right there. You know what I'm saying? So if Harlow came from Columbus, y'all wouldn't listen to him?
Columbus is a trip when it comes to hip hop, bro.
You got too much.
No love. The barrel of crab city, like in a way of speaking, you know, I ain't gonna say about everything. Because my hands aren't in everything. But when it comes to music, it's definitely, they show love. And this is dope music scene here in Columbus.
And it's a shame if you do music and you still on that motherfucking shit. Because when I did music, you know what I'm saying, there was a feeling that you got when you had a Taco Bell or some shit and somebody pulls up and they
bang your shit.
Yeah. You feel kind of like important and when you know, like why don't you get that to somebody else? That's why I'm always banging, you know what I'm saying, like everybody's shit. It's not it, you know, that's been in my head.
Trying to show them love.
I do local artists the same way. You know what I'm saying? I do national artists. Your song will be stuck in my head and just, I'm at Walmart now. It's naughty, you know, and that's a girl song for a girl or whatever and shit, but it's sticking in your head and shit.
Right.
Ain't nobody put me on.
What's up, Free?
Y'all songs stick in my head.
The niece, yeah. I mean, you know, it's crazy to get a following here because, you know, it's easy to create another following. Being from here, you know, we would hit the road and do certain shit. It would be easy to get those people where we end up to love us. And then you come back home, it's like, nobody paying attention like you really don't do shit. But, you know, there's some dope artists here.
Yeah, I love it.
Put that out there. So you know y'all need to contact us. You know, we've been shouting out to a few of y'all. You know what I mean? So y'all want to come on through and hang out, holler at the homies.
And stop unfucking with Columbus, bitch.
Fuck with us.
We fuck with Columbus.
Fuck with us.
We fuck with Columbus.
So,
let me get this toast off.
yeah. I don't want to forget about it. Toast to our homeboy who isn't here.
We had a family emergency. Yeah, take care of it.
This is for you, homie. Keep your head up.
My man.
That boy don't play.
Yeah,
Woo.
you had to make that face.
I did, because, see, after the first one, it's like that. But after like 4 or 5 or 6 of them bitches, it's just straight water. You don't know how to act. Fuck around, black out, wake up like in the fucking jailhouse or something. So, nigga, I don't know about you. My weekend was pretty cool, pretty popping. What's up, Nicole?
Yeah, I agree with you, Paul. You gonna see all that shit. You gonna see it, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
They shot the Asian fest.
At every fest possible. And this shit used to happen, granted. You know, it'd be like some niggas from over there, you know, it's the niggas from over there. It definitely happens. But Fred just said it. Fred something. He just said Fred the mechanic. So he just said niggas scared to get socked in the mouth, which is definitely the truth. I think it's the thing with the gun thing though. Like I think too many people got guns in their hands that shouldn't have guns in their hands.
But you got to, because you know that phrase that we created is better to be caught with it than without it.
I think it goes it also goes back to the mental health status, like what we've been talking about too. I think it need to be a psych test or whatever for motherfuckers. If you can get a gun,
They're gonna lie.
or they're definitely gonna lie. But like shit, if you have to go through, I don't know. I just think because like
If people with psych problems are getting into the police department and the military by lying, I'm pretty sure I can lie about, you know what I'm saying, let me get this gun right here.
that's true.
Psych. So
Psychiatric.
right, psychiatric, like that guy pertains to the last episode.
I'm not talking about
Yeah.
that. I'm not, no, I didn't just sit there and say I'm not doing that.
Well, we
Just reference.
yeah,
Because it's mental health awareness.
right. That's what I'm saying. You said psychiatric.
Yeah,
So I'm just saying that would have been a good question. That would have been a good question to ask on the last episode when we had our
No, I kind of gave up on that episode. I gave up on it because I just looked at the person and was like, you know, like you're. I want to see a certificate. Like, I just want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were dead, not accurate, like at nothing. And I was looking at her and I was asking her a question that she did not answer. You know what I'm saying? And then she just gave me this blank look, and I'm like there is like counterfeit, like written everywhere. She went straight to the 5 personality mental disorders, you know what I'm saying, and all that right there. I'm like, did you forget about low self-esteem is a mental issue? You know, an eating disorder. I wanted to say eating disorder, but I didn't want to say it like I'm, you know, stabbing at her. There's a lot of mental issues, you know, besides the big gigantic bipolar and all that right there. You got other shit that's out there.
It's true. But maybe she may have been overwhelmed stepping into our platform.
I don't look that good though.
You can have some
Not in public, I don't. So I should have shook her.
You had some guy, bro. You was smiling a lot last week too.
That was the drown out from what I wanted to, what was on my mind to say. You know?
You was smiling a fucking lot last week.
Yeah, and then you had people on there, right there, that someone you can't diagnose your own self. Like they agreed with her because she said she had a license. You know what I'm saying? If you got low self-esteem, you know you got low self-esteem. Ain't nobody gotta sit up there and talk to you to let you know that you got low self-esteem. Nobody. If you scared of clowns, you know you scared of clowns. You don't need to go nowhere for somebody to tell you, yep, you're scared of clowns. It's like this right here. Diagnosing yourself is like this right here. If something's wrong with your car and you don't know what it is, you take it somewhere and then run a diagnostic check. That's a diagnosis on the car. You know what I'm saying? But if you walk outside and you see you got 3 flat tires, do you need that a diagnosis for that? No, you know I got 3 flat tires. You know what I'm saying?
I had 1 flat tire. I got it.
I'm doing a podcast show, Si. That was really disrespectful. It's 11 o'clock. Let me call now.
And we're talking about last week. But you know, I dig it. But at the same time, bro, you know, she made some good points also, bro.
Yeah, I believe she did.
She made some good points. It made me a believer.
I believe she made some good points.
I think she made some good
Sounded good.
points. Sounded professional. Now, if she was fucking lying, then I'm fine.
Exactly.
Because she asked me a good question. She didn't answer the one question Mom had. She said something, but she didn't really answer the question.
Okay.
But Mom didn't question it,
Alright.
so I didn't question it. And Bree and them said something. They didn't question. They thought it was a good thing, so I ain't tripping. Everything good? Well, moving forward though, what about them fucking gas prices out there, bro?
Oh my God, diesel is crazy. Remember the diesel used to be lower than it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like $2 and some change.
Yeah, now that shit like higher than unleaded, regular unleaded.
That's the highest thing. That's the highest thing I pay for right now.
The war.
It's the war.
Yeah. Everybody, I was trying to tell Giddy last time I was here, we have, you know, a war that happens all over the planet. Everybody,
Right.
they over there in England right now pissed off because they got paid the highest gas prices.
Right, and they got a lot of that shit coming from there too. But how does that affect? How does that affect?
You apply everything to dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you getting dope from him, but in this area right here, it's hot. So, you know, for me to come in, I'm gonna have to raise the prices up a little bit because that's a lot of risk that I'm taking. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is right there. And then a lot of it is to pay, you know, so to pay for the war. There's a lot of people that feel like this. Well, for me to pay for this war, instead of reaching into the money in the pocket that we got or raising taxes for, you know what I'm saying, we're just gonna raise gas prices up, and that'll fund the war.
But motherfucker told me, well, the shit I was watching, they said that it don't got nothing to do with, it's the gas.
Oh, they take advantage
companies.
of
It's not necessarily
and
the mining to go mine, the gas, oil mining is the gas companies that's raising the prices. It really don't got nothing to do with the overseas shit.
The gas companies is the reason why they came up with the word price gouging. Because they were doing this, I believe in like the 90s.
Yeah.
And they were doing this, and that's when the government was like, hey, shame when you motherfuckers gonna start finding y'all for that shit. So I guess there's a way that you could do it without crossing that line.
Right.
You know, we're not gonna overdo it.
Right. But they're doing it over.
I would too.
Not if you the one that got,
Yeah,
they got endless amounts of gas for their car.
Who?
The motherfuckers who own the companies.
More than likely. Yeah.
Shit, they jumping in fly shit and got man, they probably not even driving on gas. They probably driving like that electric car.
If you notice, like my prices at my shop, they have not changed at all. Even though I'm watching other people raise theirs, you know what I'm saying? They're charging their child, he's only like probably 8 years old, but they're charging you $15 and $20 to do this kid's hair when it's a 10, you know what I'm saying? I see inflation, but that'll cause you to do that. And you kind of have to. I'm not in a position where I have to, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? You kind of have to because if everything around you is going up, y'all have no idea how much the price of clippers and trimmers are. Right. You know what I'm saying? Them is $200 and up, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I gotta match. Chicken wingdings is $20 now, I said before, $20 fucking dollars, and they give you less. Cereal is raising up, and they doing this one. They doing the shrinkage.
All of it.
They doing the shrinkage thing again. I've seen this happen in my life when the bags of chicken got more air in it, and then they did it again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to
remember it was the nice size bag, the two for they was 25-cent bag. Then they went to 30-cent bags. Yeah. Then now they 50-cent bags and 2 for $1 and all that.
I know when you raise minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? That's going to cause prices to go up too.
But they haven't raised the shit.
They did. They already raised the minimum wage up.
Shit, it ain't changed in my world.
That's the reason why $20 an hour is job. Like when minimum wage was like $8, you know what I'm saying? You can still find you a $16 an hour job. Right. Now the minimum wage, I don't know what it is. I'm guessing. I think it's 15 or something. So that's why you see a bunch of $20 an hour jobs everywhere.
That's true. I just thought it hadn't hit here yet because I don't see it. But
because don't nobody want that as a minimum wage.
When you're an octopus though, you might not see stuff like that.
Yeah, well, don't nobody want the minimum wage job if there's $20 an hour jobs here.
Yeah, that's real shit. But it's like the inflation around everything. So what you saying is like everybody is whether it's really affecting their companies or not, they just using that shit.
No, it ain't even a price to it. I just gave an example about me. Like sometimes, like
because I know what you're saying. Like just because everything you just touched on is something I touched too. So when I think about the haircut, I told you thank you because I see other motherfuckers their prices go up, and I got a little bit of knowledge about that. And then when you said the chicken wings, I literally know that too because buying them by the cases and shit like that. I just had a meeting yesterday where we was talking about the food, and I was like, you know what, we fuck chicken wings right now.
Hey, you're not the only one. There's bars, you know what I'm saying, that, yeah, we specialize in wingdings and stuff like that, but we got to cut it off because the price is so high. You know what I'm saying? There is, like, the Prime, they got a deal, I've heard. I haven't talked to nobody, but as soon as I see them, I'm going to ask questions. You know, but they're supposed to have a deal on their wings. That's why they're able to still do it, you know.
And they always had like something going on with them. But I know that like what the motherfucker told me though is that it's really not a shortage. They just stockpiling the shit out of the shit. Out of all the shit. The wings.
I'm not gonna stockpile no.
I mean where they can put them back because they can flash freeze them and then you know what I'm saying and put them in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Like just like how you go to the store, they got them all in the deep freezer. They flash freezer motherfuckers when they done. Right now, when they fresh. And then.
But when you do that domino effect, you know what I'm saying, and everybody is doing it, you kind of have to, so that you can afford to buy the shit, because, you know what I'm saying, the prices done went up on everything and shit, and you still got yours, you're actually losing out on the business.
Cause I said, fuck chicken wings. Famous Kitchen gonna have 2 pieces of fries for $5.
And I grew these wings. My own basement.
That make you want to get chickens though. Shit like that make you want to, you know what I mean? Like,
I got a phobia. I don't like that. I think my great grandmother gave me that phobia of shit. I don't know if I told you this story, but
no.
There was Diggum Smacks. I don't fuck with you either.
Diggum Smacks. I used to love Diggum Smacks.
But there was no more milk, so she went to go get milk. You know, I'll be right back. She was gone for a long ass time. She came back with this great container and poured milk in my Diggum Smacks right here, and the milk was warm. I said, Grandma, this is boy, that's the freshest milk you ever gonna get. That's straight from the cow. What? You know what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at the Diggum Smacks, them little strings that's in there, oh, that's cow hair in my brain. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not eating nothing.
So she.
Yeah, she went.
She didn't filter.
We in West Virginia.
I'm just saying, yo, she done blew down on the cow.
The bathroom was an outhouse in the back. Nobody, we in West Virginia, it's at dark, it's night, ain't no street lights, ain't no street, it's just gravel out there and shit, and you hear, and I'm pissing out your window too, Grandma. I'm sorry, I'm not going out there and shit. You know, since your outhouse, your stinky outhouse that's out there, it's a house here and it ain't nothing, but real life fish. I've been fishing before, and I watched my mom cut and gut. I'm not eating that shit. I can actually smell and taste the water, the river. I'm probing it.
Right. I'm bugged out because she went and got the milk right. Yeah, this is the freshest milk, boy, whatever. But she got no filter. She ain't running through the strainer.
No, that's what it is. That's why it was hot. Yeah. They pasteurized it. That's why that milk was hot and it was cooling off because they had to pasteurize it.
But it had the hairs and shit. I'm saying
the hairs was off of the Diggum Smacks. You know what I'm saying? They got the little strings in there.
I'm thinking of the cow hair.
So I'm assuming because I'm a kid, like, no, that's straight off the cow. I'm like, to this day, I ain't fucking with no Diggum Smacks. Like, can you eat a cow if you actually seen somebody cut it and all that shit?
Yeah, because, man, I'm thinking farmland, bro.
That's where I want to go. I'm not going to watch you roast the pig and cut the pig and hit the pig in the head.
That's where I want to go. Like, to get out there and be into it for real, because I like shit like that, being, you know, a chef and all.
I'm not. Just watch that cow take shit. I'm not about to watch it cut the head off and all that. And eat the bacon off the pig. Like, nah, I'm not.
You ever have regular pork belly, though?
I probably have not.
Yeah, I'm going to get you hit. Like, when it's the whole shit that they make.
That you cut into bacon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I seen them. It's a big slab and it's white right here.
Yeah, and they smoke it and dry it and then slice it in the bacon. But before it get there, it's bananas.
I seen it raw and I seen it looking at it and I was like, that's a big ass piece of bacon.
I'm a smoker for you. Real talk.
Just don't let me see it.
But yeah, so like I said though, all that shit pertains, but when it goes back, it goes back to them creating a diversion for their bullshit. That's all I could think of. It's just a diversion. Gas is a diversion.
I don't believe in diversion. I don't believe that people do not have the ability to multitask. I don't care what you say. Look over here. I can still see this house is on fire. You can have me look over here all you want to. I can complain about 17,000 different things.
I'm going to say maybe a paper diversion, because you could do...
I do believe in diversions. I just had one. Our next topic, I'm going to tell y'all what the diversion is, what a diversion is. So I'm lying.
Well, speak on it.
No, because we ain't got to that topic yet.
Get to that topic.
Oh, the topic is the pregnancy shit they talking about, the abortion thing.
Well, speak on it.
We don't want to wait till we get to that topic?
What's up, Storm? We can get into it.
Okay, now here's your diversion right here. You know what I'm saying? The argument for the women's side is, you can't tell us to do with our bodies.
It's the wrong way shit.
Huh?
The wrong way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's not the topic. You know what I'm saying? You got everybody talking about what a woman can do with her body. That's not the topic. The topic is the baby. That's what we're talking about. The fetus that's in there, but you don't want to talk about the fetus. You want to talk about, and if you want to talk about anything, that's still my sperm, motherfucker. Fuck your body. That's my sperm. If I don't want this baby, I can't force you to abort it. You know what I'm saying? But what if I do want it? I can't force you to keep it. You know what I'm saying? But that's my sperm. We create life. Life comes from sperm. You can't find no scientist on the planet to say, I made sperm. Because if you made sperm, you just made life. You know what I'm saying? You can have a test to replace the woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how is it that you're looking at us that as our sperm? Without our sperm, there is no life. Period. We don't need you. We can go right and put it in a test tube. You know what I'm saying? But how do you have more rights than my sperm? You're going to tell me what to do with my sperm. What did you say over there?
What is it then?
Shut up, Paul.
But
It's not it. It is, that's all I hear though is what women's defense is, you know what I'm saying? Men shouldn't be able to tell us to do with our body, but you are telling us what to do with our sperm that came from us. You chop my arm off and it fall on the ground, that's my arm. I don't mean to cut you off, but this is why I don't like deadbeat dads and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of you. You know what I'm saying? That is part of you that grew arms and legs and a head and all that shit right there. I can just chop your arm off and just leave it there? Motherfucker, no. Even if I knock your tooth out, you want to find it, pick it up and put it back in, but you going to say, fuck your sperm? Fuck, I don't fuck with niggas like that.
I did that. I think it should be something, you know, considering, you know, like, it's crazy, like, where...
We can shoot dice over whether you had a baby or not. Involve
a conversation or
no,
something. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Like, we have no rights.
Where it gotta be something to it. It can't just be no... It's for years and years because women have the laws behind the woman. Period. The laws behind the woman. If the woman is going to keep the child, if the woman want to exile the dad and all that shit and raise the kid without his dad and all that, which is we see is a terrible.
That's a reasonable thing to do. Had it, baby. You didn't want it, right? Give it to me. Bye. Then you go about your business. I want child support or nothing from you.
Right. But everybody ain't that lucky to where the woman will just let that go like that. Some of us have been that lucky.
I don't know if I was talking to you or Giddy, but I know a guy, he's a young dude, like 20, 21, you know what I'm saying? And him and his girlfriend's mom are teaming together to tell the girl that y'all too young to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a baby. But she wants this baby, you know what I'm saying? Because she wants her own independence. She wants the benefits that come with it, like Section 8 and all that stuff right there, so that now she can be out on her own. There's a lot of women that's out there that piggyback. I got my own crib, I'm doing my own this, I'm rent $12 like a motherfucker and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just programmed up and shit, but you so confident and all that right there, and you would have never had that without the baby because you don't want to work and struggle and do stuff like everybody else do. I'm not saying all y'all do that, you know what I'm saying? But that's a case that's fucked up.
And now Trish just said it's for the people that go out and been raped and stuff like that, but a lot of them chicks keep them Freddy Kruegers.
That should be a clause in it though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless, cause that's like a medical condition almost.
But a lot of those chicks keep them Freddy Kruegers, man, and they grow up and be Freddy Krueger, and then they be like, oh, you had a chance, you should have got rid of it. I think that should be like if something like that happened.
I know a few people that it has happened to, you know what I'm saying, and they'll tell you and me and that, but I don't think they had a subject conversation with that child, you know what I'm saying, and then there's no difference, you know what I'm saying. That's your, like, you should have to be a choice, but that's I would put that as like a medical condition if you were raped by somebody. Yeah, because I think it's a lot of chicks that got babies like that.
Yeah, I know a couple females that's, you know, God bless them and their children, but you know, a lot of that shit can be the reason why, you know, when you go back and looking at the kids' behaviors and different things like that. You didn't have a baby, you don't know nothing because the man that raped you, you decided to keep the child because you thinking like the child didn't ask to be there. That's kind of like, where the hell you at in your mind thinking that?
What's so unfair about that right there, about getting raped? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad enough when we get together and we have kids like people like, I don't know nothing about your background. I mean, technically, I want to know about your heart. your heart problems on that side of the family. You know what I'm saying? I want to know about the mental illness on that side of the family. I want to know who got it. Is it strong? You know what I'm saying? So now this child may have that also. You know, we got to breed ourselves and we won't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we supposed to. So if you're raped, I know nothing about this motherfucker. Nothing. He probably got 8 serial killers in his family. That could be hereditary.
That's why I said Freddy Krueger's, because for a man to have the mentality to rape a woman, he's messed up already. He's already messed up. And was messed up before he even did that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that could be generational mental shit, mental problems, health, illness, whatever you want to call it.
I have a lot of empathy, and I try to put, like, why would you, and is it dominancy over somebody, or is it like you can't empathize about a lot of shit. Like, I can't put myself in your shoes, like, at all.
Yeah.
So it's hard to figure people out, like that serial killer, like, that's not enough, I have to kill somebody else, and you do it in a routine and a fashion, you keep a little memorabilia, and like, how, like innocent people you don't know, like, I can't empathize with that, like, I can't put myself in your brain.
And a lot of those are, and yeah, Don Juan, Freddy Krueger, because Freddy Krueger's mother was raped by multiple men in the asylum. She was a nurse in the asylum, and she still had Freddy with the ism of many men inside of her, like all next of us.
Sympathy, I can feel sorry for you. Sympathy, you know what I'm saying? Empathy is like, you know what I'm saying? I can.
But I'm just saying,
try
like,
to
you know,
empathize with
I think people,
somebody else is going through.
if they thought more rational, some of these females, if they thought more rational, like you said, we trying to build families. If you have a rational thought and be like, you know what? Or it seemed like, in a way of speaking, it should be, if they should make it to where it's a, I don't know, because you almost lose in every angle you go. I'm thinking like both of the parents got to be a part of that shit, or they got to be a full vote on it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like to where
That'd be a hard vote.
It's a very hard
vote. It's 2 people, so it's gonna be 1 and 1. Like, okay, we got a tie every single time.
You get a dude that never had kids before. You get a dude that got 100 kids.
Oh, sometimes, yeah. Hey, there has been cases where the judge is like, you are not allowed to have another child. You got like 13, 17 kids and shit. You ain't taking care of none of them.
Not never.
I've seen court cases where it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's against the law for you to produce again.
Right.
Like, you that of a deadbeat motherfucker. You got a court order. You better wear a condom. Yeah.
Yo, we gotta pay a bill.
I got a taste for some greens. I want something different. I mean, chicken from Mark Payment's Kitchen when they know ingredients, miss and list, and I want the brisket. I like my cornbread this. Pick up the phone, come get this. We got the biggest sandwiches. Ha! Thank you, Lord Jesus. Is that macaroni and cheese up? Is that macaroni and cheese up? Is that macaroni and cheese up? Yup. It's naughty.
Our famous kitchen, holler at us. We got you. Yeah. $5 2-piece chicken and fries. 614-556-2174.
We said that black bottle.
Hold up. Linda, come through, girl. Kick it with us next week.